Hey, Crypto Growth fam, how's it going? This is your host Shazib signing in. We're back with another video, guys. In this video, we will be discussing Casper Network, the future of Casper. It's going to be an interesting one, guys, so make sure to watch till the end. And folks, for those of you who are new to the channel, we primarily discuss utility coins and potential gems. If you're interested in any of that stuff, then subscribe the channel and hit the notification icon for regular videos. And you can also support the channel by becoming a Patreon, so do check that out as well, only if you're interested. And folks, you can also check out the Crypto Growth official partners for the exchange. We've got MEXC. You can follow the link in the description box below for rebates, bonuses, discounts, benefits, offers, and lowest fees. So do check it out. And you can also check out the wallet, Decent. They've got their products. You can watch the biometric wallet, which has got an attractive $50 off. And you can also check out their biometric wallet 2x package, guys, which has got a phenomenal $129 off, only if you follow the link in the description box below. Decent supports 3000 plus of your favorite coins and tokens, and it supports 50 plus blockchain mainnets. Anyways, let's see what's happening with Casper. Before I get on with a post over here from Michael at a really interesting interview over here, I'm going to be showing you a bit of it in a moment. Let's just first see what's happening with the community in real time. This is 1 hour ago from the Ghost with the most. Look at this, phase 4 Casper. This is the path to alt season. According to this, phase 1 it belongs to BTC. Flow of money moves into Bitcoin, causing price surges. Phase 2 is Ethereum. Ethereum is outperforming Bitcoin, and we hear talks of the flippening. Phase 3 is the large caps. Ethereum has been outperforming Bitcoin and large caps at going parabolic. And phase 4 is the alt season. Large caps have gone full vertical, and we're seeing blow off tops. Mid caps, low caps, micro caps all tend to pump around the same time. Large caps have been outperforming BTC and Ethereum. It seems every coin is going parabolic regardless of fundamentals. Memes are everywhere. Everyone is super excited, and you feel the mania in the air. So yeah. When will Casper be listed on Binance? Who knows, but let's just hope that the fundamentals are sorted out by this new team. Eventually, we can go on and kill the zero. If we kill the zero, I think that the momentum can go up. For the moment, the momentum is a bit down still. The sentiments need to totally change, but it was a really decent pump that we had a few days ago. Casper looks like it follows Ethereum. The Casper update, not much going on in terms of not much going on, I think, in terms of excitement just yet. There is a EMA, exponential moving average, bullish crossover on the 15-minute. The 4-hour sell pressure is weakening. Daily is implying a noticeable move soon, breaking out of a symmetrical triangle. Weekly is getting closer to a slight bull signal. Awesome. Top projects by development activity growth. Look at this. Casper is a part of it, plus 240% over here. Look at this, November 8th, 2024. This is awesome. Guys, let's see what Michael has to say over here. This was a really neat interview. This is a bit long, 58 minutes, so you have to watch this whole thing yourselves. I found a small piece over here, a really interesting question. From this point, we will hear from Michael, the CTO of Casper. And learn a bit about the future of Casper, basically. Let's hear him out.
Forward, let's keep on moving with the questions. How do you see the future of Casper? And in this context,
Look at this. How do you see the future of Casper? What plans do you have for Casper in the future? Any planned partnerships and all of that stuff? Let's see what Michael has to say.
What plan do you have for Casper in the future? Are there any partnerships planned?
Well, thank you. Well, first of all, I think that Casper has a very strong technical foundation, right? We've talked about that, and it's been underutilized for a long time as a result of trying to focus on a very narrow use case. Enterprise use cases are, of course, very interesting, and it's a valid strategy. Because when you bring an enterprise onto a blockchain, it can be a really, really big deal, but it's also really, really hard to do so, right? Like enterprises are like giant ships in the ocean. It's not very easy to change their direction or get them to move. It takes a lot of effort, and it takes very, very long. I personally think that by Casper focusing only on enterprise in the past and ignoring mass market retail use cases, the project has certainly missed some opportunities, right? So when I joined a couple months ago, one of my first priorities was to make sure that really the world knows that Casper is open for all project types, not just enterprise projects that may not actually ever happen, as we've seen. So we're looking and investing heavily in DeFi, looking at gaming opportunities, real world assets, and really all other mass market use cases alongside of enterprise. So just to be clear, enterprise is not a use case that we're dismissing or is going away, but it should not be the only focus going forward. Another priority for me when I joined was to make Casper truly a community-driven project, right? So a successful, decentralized, open source blockchain project needs to have a strong community that is part of driving the project forward. And this has meant a few things. We are implementing changes to how the chain and the project is governed so that the Casper community has a say in the important decisions going forward. And we're trying to provide the community with maximum access to information and transparency, and interviews like this and conversations with the community, like you mentioned on X and Telegram and everywhere we can sort of engage, are a big part of that. We've started recording and publishing all of our important ecosystem meetings with DeFi developers, with the core engineers, and with validators, for example. And also, obviously, when I joined as the CTO, one of my primary and really top priorities, first and foremost, was to deliver the technology. Casper 2.0, or Condor, as we used to refer to it, has been really much delayed. And it wasn't even exactly clear which features were going to be included and which were not. We have worked through a lot of the optimizations of the development process, and we're really excited that by this week, we will be feature complete on Casper 2.0, and we will be proceeding with the next steps in rolling it out to the network and getting it launched. And this is really a major milestone for the Casper network. That I think Condor or Casper 2.0 was announced maybe even 2 years ago. And we're now at the point where we can say, okay, we're complete with development. We're in testing. We're in the rollout process, and it's going to get launched. So you're talking about projects, etc. So in the past month, just as an example, we've kicked off several new projects, including a new liquid staking project that really makes good use of the high APY on Casper, right? Like if you look at proof of stake projects or tokens, the APY that you can achieve on Casper is relatively high. It's one of the highest ones that you can find out there. And that really makes for an attractive liquid staking opportunity. So we've partnered with Router Protocol, which in addition to bridging to 30 or 40 different chains, and I think just yesterday they announced that Bitcoin is now one of those chains as well, they will help us build interfaces into other networks where users of other blockchains, with the click of one button, can convert their assets into liquid staking tokens on Casper and start earning 15% or more APY on them. So you can imagine having, say, USDC on Base, clicking one button, and that USDC gets bridged over to Casper and then automatically put into a liquid staking token, and it could swap into other things from there. But you start earning that 15% APY, which we expect will be a very attractive product to bring over more users and more TVL to the Casper network. And that's something that will launch alongside of Casper 2.0.
That sounds really nice. is it like that the coins that are going to be bridged are like a kind of wrapped Bitcoins then, or are they really swaps?
They are wrapped and then swapped potentially, right? So the nice thing about this router protocol is it's a fantastic bridge. It's a lot faster and efficient than many other bridges. But the other thing that they've done is develop something that's called router intents, which you can check out on routerintents.com, and or even make good use of, because as a network,
The technological advantages which Casper brings, and that's
configuration change they may ask for. That's what ultimately decides what gets on the network. That's how it's governed. So now you're going to ask, well, why do the validators get to decide that? Because we are, like we say, we're a proof of stake network, which we are, but it's implemented as delegated proof of stake, right? So that means that Casper holders who stake their token, stake it to a specific validator, and they basically give power over to that validator in a way, or basically ask them to represent them in the governance of the network, right? So what you want to see is more transparency from the validators, and we're in the process of providing them with the tools to do so, where they can indicate to their communities like, hey, I am going to accept this upgrade, or I'm going to reject this upgrade, or I'm going to vote on A or on B, right? So that you as a delegator can decide, well, does this validator still represent my interests and my opinions, or should I move to another validator with my stake that better sort of fits my view on things? And that's how the community has the ultimate power in how decisions are made on the network and the protocol.
No, that was a beautiful addition to the question. Nice to hear. If you can add stuff like that, just feel free to do it. The more information that people get, I think, the more or the easier it is to make some investment decisions, because many people are right now, they're reacting really emotionally to the price, and they don't see the technological advantages which Casper brings.
This is true, and I do not basically understand why people are looking at the price. Obviously, someone is losing tens and thousands of dollars, so obviously the emotions come into play. Nobody likes to lose, so I get where they're coming from. But if the team continues on with their technological advantages and try to build the network, the people's trust it can be gained again. So that is not an issue, but the team needs to deliver constantly, to be honest.
And that's a big problem right now, because many crypto investors, I always say investors, they are like, it's like they're playing casino, you know, they don't research the projects. They don't even know why they're investing in some I don't know, cats or dog images or logo, you know what I mean? And that's a big problem. And my biggest investments when I put a lot of money in the projects is always based on the fundamentals and the technology and partnerships of a project. If I see that there's potential and they have something special that others don't have, that's one of the reasons why I invest in projects like that long term. So I always tell the community right now I have 45 projects that I'm invested in. I would say like 15 to 10 projects, they're like legit projects. Like I can say like in the future, they will perform well because of their technological advantages. The rest of the portfolio, they're not bad projects that I have, but quite speculative, because the prices right now in the space, they are moving because of speculation. It's like, and it's not in crypto. Many people think, oh, just in crypto. It's in the stocks. It's the same thing. Like everything goes up and everything goes down, not just one stock. You know, it's like it became so speculative.
It's market forces, right?
Yeah.
So listen, you can talk about investors and prices and all that. I cannot. But in my view, when you hold a token, especially in a proof of stake project like Casper, in addition to the fact that that token has some economic value, you are really a network participant, and I think that's what a lot of what a lot of people in the community don't necessarily realize or even make good use of. Because as a network participant in a proof of stake protocol, you are not just a passive sort of participant, but you can be an active contributor through your stake, right? So that is something that I think we want to communicate better on and provide better visibility and transparency to end users for, so that they can really sort of leverage the power that they have in order to influence the outcomes for a project and the direction of a project, because that's ultimately what decentralized governance means. Like you as a token holder can use the power, for lack of a better word, that comes with holding that token and directing it towards or against certain decisions.
Actually, yeah, becoming a part of the ecosystem. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think we can move on to the next question. Why does Casper?
So, guys, what do you guys think about this new team of Casper? Do you believe in Michael? Do you think that he can rebuild the lost trust that that the people have basically lost the trust on when it comes to Casper Network? Do you think that he can regain it? I would really like your opinions. Do hit the comment box below and let the community know. Anyways, guys, this was it for the video. If you liked it, make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification icon if you're interested in utility coins and potential gems. And you can also support the channel by becoming a Patreon, so do check that out. Like I always say in the end, until next time, stay blessed and stay tuned. Thank you very much, everyone.